I had all that time. I didn't even get the bot here. Good morning, bot. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming. Aita, well done being first. Frederick, good morning. How are you? Sealcan, thank you for coming. I'm a fish. Sometimes I'm also a fish, but I'm always fish. Which one are you today? Back to Illusion of Gaia, because Omicron the Nomad's soul? It's fucking done. I'm a new man. Just a little lighter, breezier, living a little easier today. Woke up, just not hanging around my neck. No weight of Kale 669 or any of the others. No Astaroth threatening, haunting my dreams, or you might say nightmares. All done. I don't think you beat Omicron. I think you're lying. Vod doesn't lie. Go check the tape. That's all I have to say about that. You'll see me giving commentary over some final credits. I'm David Duchovny Fish today. Okay, I want to believe. I don't know if we were right to start off doing that. Yeah, what are we doing here? Okay. I don't know if I should be Will right now. I think I looped it back around to the beginning. I boycotted Twitch VODs because they suck. Alright, well I guess you just gotta wait 2 months for me to put it on YouTube. It will take me that long, trust me. How about this? How about this? But they do suck. It's not great. Pork chops in the air fryer are amazing, by the way. Yeah, hell yeah. Save emissary, how you doing? Welcome. You're back. You're back. So glad to see you. I was worried, like, I don't know. Omicron, I finished it. Hey, Zanuggy, what's going on? Welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, the illusion of Gaia. The illusion. Not a trick, Michael. An illusion. Illusion. What do I have? What do I have? Got Lola's Melody. Got Lance's Letter. Got a lot of herbs. Got an apple. This is the will from... This is Will's will. It's not Will's will. It's actually... I don't remember his name. The man who died playing Russian Glass. But it's Will's will now. Mushroom drop. Grows plants from ends of stalks. Right, yeah, I got these seeds. Ends of stalks. I guess I probably have to use those, huh? Should I go back to Freeden? I'm good, just having a coffee and grinding out more Anthem before I go to work. Nice. How are you this fine morning? I'm great. We just finished recording our latest podcast episode. So that'll be dropping. We drop it on Thursdays, at least Japan time, like Thursday evenings. Although you're in Australia, right? So about the same time. This episode is on Labyrinth of the Demon King. We're doing yokai and Japanese horror this month. So we did an episode on Junji Ito and yokai. We did an episode on The Grudge, which is probably coming out next week, actually. And this week is Labyrinth of the Demon King, a game I really loved. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. My co-host felt less that way about it, but, well, you gotta listen to the episode to find out, to hear, I guess I should say. It is an audio format. Exactly how I felt, but that's coming up. I'm in Western Australia, so I'm only like an hour to an hour and a half behind you. Okay. Yeah, it's 10:50 a.m. here. Silent Shelf, what's going on? Welcome. Are you home? Did you already have your flight? Did you watch Nosferatu on the plane? Maybe that one? But wait. Can I use it on that? Maybe this one. Let's try. He tries using the water from the mushroom, but nothing happened. Alright. So not that one? How about this one? Oh, no, wait. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's like... It's this one up here that's just the stalks and no, like, ramp. Because I think I could, like, Tasmanian Devil over that thing. He pours the mushroom water on the stems. It puts the water on the stems, or else it gets the illusion again. Oh, hey, okay. Do I want to be this character? Do I want to go back to my knight? I think I want to go back to my knight. Back home, Nosferatu was so good, loved it. Hell yeah. Must be extra good if you enjoyed it on the plane, because I feel like watching a movie in that condition, like in that context, can sort of detract from enjoyment of it, at least for me. So if it was good in spite of that, it must be very good. I want to see it. But glad you had a safe flight home. Mushroom water isn't good enough for her, I guess. Yeah, for here, I guess. Yeah, very selective stocks. Very picky. The project head liked that song I quickly made that I thought was shit last night, by the way. Another one for tracks that Coelacanth doesn't feel great about, but listeners love. We just can't get enough of your least favorite tracks. We love it. We love the Sasquatch. What can I say? Nosferatu is on Amazon Prime, same as Wicked. I think I'll watch them both. I have to watch the one. I want to watch the other. I guess I kind of... do I want to watch Wicked? But I have to watch Wicked. I hope I never have to fly in a plane again. Yeah, I'm kind of with you these days. It's a bad scene. It's a bad scene. Wasn't my favorite thing to do before. Boeing just started to, like, collapse before our eyes, but these days, it's a less exciting prospect than ever. It's a very nicely done version of a classic horror tale. Cool. I think I should watch it before we talk about Dracula. The book. I don't know if it'll come up. We'll probably mostly be talking about the book, but I don't know. In case it comes up. I want to have had seen it. It's a Sasquatch Walrus hybrid. Well, that's true. I'm selling it short. I'm only saying half the thing. I guess, like, I couldn't remember. I just remembered Sasquatch. I guess because, like, as I listened to it, I was imagining a Sasquatch, like, just bopping along, walking through the underbrush to the beat of your song. And that really increased my enjoyment of the track. I only flew to the Army service and back, but the trip got me fucked up with an insane headache. Really? Thankfully, it only lasted 1.5 hours or so. That's good. Yeah, the one over here from home for me is not my favorite. It's like 16, 17 hours all told. It's a bit of a lengthy trip to get to Japan from where I, like, from my hometown. What's wrong with planes? It's been a while since I flew anywhere. In the U.S., they, a certain oligarch decided to lay off a lot of the staff from our Federal Aviation Authority, and they are already, like, understaffed and working with very old systems. And then just Boeing in general, like, you've had a bunch of whistleblowers come forward about, like, their subpar manufacturing process and, like, getting caught using, like, junk parts and stuff in recent years. Just a lot of that. That's what I'm talking about, but... Would you rather date someone with no elbows or no shoulders? I'm trying to think of what their arms look like. So they still got the... Do they have the elbows but no shoulders? So are they T-posing? Are they T-posing at all times? Like the arms come directly out of the torso at like a 90-degree angle? Is it gonna be like... Is it gonna remind me of the game To a T? Because I didn't like that game. Is it gonna remind me of the PS4 version of Cyberpunk version 1.0? Just like T-posing everywhere. I feel like it's gonna. I'm gonna have bad associations every time I look at them. I think I gotta go no elbows. At least the lack of joint. Like, I don't know. Like, they're gonna be stiff-armed, but they can at least, like, lower the arms. You know, they can do some A-posing. I know about the US sucking. I thought maybe there was something else. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I feel like you probably know what I'm talking about then. I'd be surprised if you didn't. No elbows, same. Yeah, I guess we're all... The bows have it. The bows have it. It's the mushroom drops. Oh, is that a one and done? I didn't even check. Your HP has increased. Was it a one-time use? I guess it was. Okay, I need to keep an eye out for another place we can drop some mushroom drops. Hey. You. Here? Well, wait, this would just... Oh, maybe. This is it, isn't it? He pours the mushroom water on the stems. There it is. Nice. I really like this dungeon. I just like being here. The green, like... The bright green tendrils. And then like the purpley and like red-orange mushrooms and different like growths. And then just like the black background interspersed like with little bits of light flashing or glowing. Like tendrils. I love it. It kind of makes me think like these make me think of like a Yes album cover, but then also like I'm getting like Alice in Wonderland vibes, and it's great. I really like it here. I don't mind hanging out. Kinky. Love it. We love it. Ho! I like Close to the Edge. That's a good album. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know their... Like, I don't really... That's not a band I know by album so well. I usually just put on, like, a mix or... just play a bunch in succession. Whoa. I think I only had one of their CDs growing up. Maybe one or two. Long distance, run around. What album is that? Fragile, from 1971. That's the album I had, for sure. Maybe one other. I'm trying to remember now. It's fucking awesome, though. I'm a weirdo who listens to full albums in 2025, so I only know albums usually. Depending on the band, I do too. It just depends on, like, how I normally experience them, or, like, how long it's been since I've really gone through a bunch of albums. Because these days more so oh no, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. I more often listen to like playlists I've made, like after having gone through the albums and just pulling off my favorite tracks, but... Aura barrier can now be used. What is that? The aura barrier is a dark power that can only be used by the Dark Knight Frieden. Use the power of the aura to put a barrier around you. That's exactly what it sounds like. Use the attack and LR buttons for power. Enemies at the Mountain Temple are strong. If you use this power, your battles will be easier. Ooh, look at that. Well, wait. Alright, so it doesn't last very long, but still pretty neat. Let's try it. Oh, look at that. And it does come along for the ride. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty gnarly. Okay. I like it. I like it. Is this where I accidentally jumped over? It was right here. Okay. Ow. Ow. This is where I just came back. Okay. Was I done looking around up here? I was not. Not yet. Easy peasy. Where'd you go? There you go. Whoa. Whoa. The webzine I made a song for a couple months back went live today. Really? Do you have a link? I'd love to check it out. Yeah, I'll DM it to you on Discord for later. Okay, cool. Thank you. Whoop. I guess we'll go this way. Hey! Mushroom drops? It's the mushroom drops. Anyone get into zines at any point in their life when they were younger? Did you have a good zine scene at your high school or college? Shroom Doom. Hey Sage, what's going on? Welcome. Shroom Doom. That's if you have a bad trip. Then it's a Shroom Doom. Hopefully it's not that. Whoa! My only nitpick is that they changed the name of the song I made. It's supposed to be Storms Below Cloud 9, but he changed it to Storms Above Cloud 9. Ooh. Well, it's a webzine, right? Can you just change it? Is there a print version? Ghost Milk, what's going on? Welcome. It's going great. How you doing? We're playing Illusion again. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I can't help it. Just gotta immediately slide down the slide, you know? Now I'm all turned around. All turned around. You ever played Illusion of Gaia? I guess it takes me right back over here, doesn't it? Okay, all is well. And I guess there's nowhere else to go. At least on that side. All good. Sad because summer vacation ended, though. I feel that. I had last week off. I'm back to teaching today. Only in the afternoon, though, which is why I'm here. So I'm still not, like, fully back into reality. I got, like, 2 weeks left, but it's always over way too fast. Did you get up to anything good, at the very least? Nah, no ability to change it. It's not a big deal. I make so much music under my St. Coelacanth name that I can't afford to get too attached to songs. You do make a lot of music. I guess I kind of get that. Like, I'm trying to think of the closest thing, because I'm not prolific at anything I do, but I do stream a lot. So I remember when Twitch removed all of our VOD storage earlier this year, and I was like scrambling, you know? It's like, man, I can't let a single stream be lost. And I even started saving all of it, and then I realized like how much space that was going to take. Like, I can't be doing this. Just put it on YouTube, and if that something happens there, then you just gotta let it go. But it was a process. I had to come to terms with the grief and the loss. But now it's like kind of a nuisance to just export stuff all the time, and like I've actually lost a couple of streams. Like, I waited too long. I'm always like at the limit when they're about to automatically delete stuff off Twitch when I finally export it over. And I looked, I was like, oh man, like most of the Metal Gear Revengeance playthrough was gone. I didn't archive it in time. Now I just kind of shrug it off, which like an earlier version of me would have just been devastated. Like, what do you mean? This 6-hour video that no one is ever gonna watch is now gone. What am I gonna do? And when I say no one will watch it, I also mean myself. That includes me. But I want to have it. So I kind of get that. Like, now I think about them less. I've heard of this game, never played it, nor seen gameplay. It's really cool. I played it many, many years ago when I was much younger, and I didn't finish it. I've gotten past the point where I got to, though. I think I was stuck at the vampire bosses. It must not be over here. We gotta find where to put these mushroom drops. I need to get back, though. Every time I finish a playthrough of a game, I delete all the saves. That's incredible. I wish I were more like that. More like you. You just have to let it go. Sometimes it takes... You gotta come to terms with it. It takes a little time, you know? It also depends, like, can you see yourself using it for anything? Like, is that save gonna serve any purpose in the future? Like, whether or not you actually will ever jump back in. Do you tell yourself you're gonna jump back in? That just goes there. It must be this one here that goes down. Gotta go back this way. Oh, hey, there it is. We got it. I know what you mean about the VOD thing. I've been saving and uploading mine, but I think I'm done as well. Lost a couple streams and I can't be bothered. I only have so much time. It takes... You think it's like a minimal, negligible task to just... You just export it over to YouTube. I was like, yeah, but when you have a lot of streams and you gotta do that, like, if you stream most days and you gotta do that like so many times a week, and then make a thumbnail for it. It's like, I just don't feel like doing it. It really isn't that much. It's low effort, but it's just like another thing on your list of things to do at the end of the day, you know? Honestly, what is it for, really? Just because I can't let go. Or, in the case of Frederick Vivor, I almost said Frederick Vivor Vorhog, because I just shouted you out on our podcast, and that's how we do our shout-outs over there. For the Patreon, for the patrons. But in his case, he doesn't believe I finished Omicron the Nomad Soul. I need the receipts. I need to prove it. Some people aren't going to believe me that I finished that game after 2 years. I fucking finished it. It's done. Gotta save that one. That one's gotta get archived. But that's... You opted in for that on the Patreon, right? Did I? I'm sorry. Wait. Is that on information? I was like, oh my god, I think you're joking, but I'm so sorry if not. I thought you were cool with that. I thought you had shared that. Okay. I really was feeling like, oh my god, what did I just do? I'm so sorry. Patron of the podcast. Very much appreciated patron. Been supporting us for a very long time. The only saves I still have are some Elden Ring saves because they are specific builds and I can keep playing in New Game Plus. But even those saves will be deleted eventually. Yeah, I think that kind of thing, like, yeah, definitely hang on to those. I guess I hang on to everything, but it's just because, like, I don't go to the trouble of deleting it until I run out of space, and then I just kind of delete everything in one group if I don't need it. One bunch. I cut another song from Gluten Free Gnosticism, bringing the total to 5. I have 4 out of 5 done now. I'm working on song 5 now. Okay. I've heard my full name spoken aloud on many, many episodes of the podcast. If I had any problems with it, I would have said so. Because I thought I remembered asking, like, hey, we're going to do shout-outs for the patrons. Like, how do you want to be referred to? Because I think I checked with everybody. Like, do you want your Twitch username? Do you want another username you use? Because some people opted for their real-life names. It's like, I'm positive I checked, but... then maybe I didn't. I've been positive about many things many times. It turns out I didn't save the game or something, you know? Even though I have the memory. Like, I didn't save the game. I found the teapot. Hey, Final Ghoul, what's going on? And you did ask. I said full name. Okay, beautiful. Teapot. What's a teapot? That's what we're here for, right? Teapot jar filled with tears. Right. We're here for the tear pot. I don't know where we're using it, though. Maybe something will trigger as I run out of here. I use both my real name and screen name in credits for game jams. It's a huge mouthful. That is a lot. Thank you for the link to the podcast. I appreciate that. Like I was saying earlier, we have a new episode coming out in just a few days. Labyrinth of the Demon King. Our last episode is one of my favorite ever. Junji Ito and Yokai. I'm very proud of it. It's a great time to get in. Am I just going back? I mean, I got what I needed. But I figured something would happen here. The next episode for me is The Order 1886. Okay. I honestly don't remember it very well. Shit. As always, I'm lagging behind a bit, so just so I can listen to a bunch of episodes over a few days. I appreciate you listening, whatever way you listen. I remember I was really into the show Spaced with Simon Pegg and shoot, is it Nick Frost? What is his name? Yeah. And like Edgar Wright movies. And I remember like there's a joke in Spaced, and then they use it in I think Shaun of the Dead. I was like, oh, that's a callback, and then I was like listening to the commentary, and they're like, oh, it wasn't a callback. Like we forgot we used that joke. And I remember thinking like, how did you forget you used the joke? And then after doing a bunch of episodes of a podcast, I'm like, I don't remember what I said 3 episodes ago. Like I have no idea. Have I used this joke before? Probably. I don't know. Oh, do I want to save here? I guess so. Like, I don't know if I'm backtracking when I shouldn't be backtracking. I need to get back on the Source Not Found wagon. I stopped because of potential free run spoilers. Oh, are you back like our roundup episode of things sourced in 2024? Because if that's the case, we didn't far back. If you're just worried about that episode, I only had my co-host watch. I encouraged him to watch more, but he had only watched, I think, the first 5 or 6 episodes. So anything beyond that, we don't talk about. So if you've seen that far, you're golden. I guess this is right. But then how do I get back farther? Like, where did I come in here? Oh, this way, maybe. Or wait. Oh, maybe, yeah. I can't remember. How does he feel about that show? Oh, he loved it, yeah. He didn't keep watching it. But his wife, I think, liked it more than he did. Because I remember telling him, like, I think she will really connect with this character. If I know her, she's going to like Free Ren. She's going to like that character. And then she did. Maybe I gotta be Will to get back out of here. Frieden can't make that jump. Big clunky adult in all this armor. He's not doing it. I'm on episode 14, I think. A free run? How are you liking it? I can't tell you where that is within the narrative of the show. I don't remember. Like what's going on at about that point. I know roughly what 14 is. I honestly don't know if I have the vaguest idea. I was thinking, like, is that about when she's, like, flashing back and talking about... I don't want to spoil it. I feel like you're there. Like, her mana techniques and how she conceals her mana. It's decent. No dopamine response means I don't have fun watching things, but it's interesting. Let's take back this tier pot. Mana concealing is earlier? Okay. Like 7 to 11? Got it. Okay. So just beyond that. Then okay, because I know maybe like the encounters that kick off right after that revelation or that flashback. Although I guess that is kind of like within, like is embedded within like the present timeline encounter. Where was everyone hanging out? What are you doing again? What are you doing up here? Oh, you're just goofing with your jewels. We get our next... Oh, 20. 20 until our next upgrade. Got a ways to go. It's kind of a whole show thing as well. It keeps coming up. That's true, but they do some big flashbacks and reveals in 7 through 10 to 11. I mean, that's true, but yes, there is like a consolidated like elaborate explanation and series of flashbacks that explores that. But yeah, they keep coming back to it, and then hint at it earlier as well. What a big house! The townspeople seem to be richer than the king. I'm scared. What if I have to go to the bathroom and I can't find it? So you're just saying the same stuff. I can't really remember who wanted me to go get this. Maybe in here. We've made money and wish to spend our remaining years enjoying life. Why don't you succeed us? To live for yourself or for others? That's the question. Still can't talk to your dad. Still can't talk to your dad. A few days ago, a man wearing a cloak came around. He asked if anyone named Kara had come to town. I shrank with fear when I saw his cold eyes. Should I tell Kara about it? If you must. I don't like that Kara. She acts like some kind of princess. Shouldn't be so cruel talking that way. She is a princess. I've had some salami and 3 pork chops today. It's been a very meaty day. How you feeling? How you feeling about those choices? That's right, it's the Rolex mansion. They make their money selling Rolex. Pretty well textured, honestly. Yeah, well textured salami. Good. Salami texture is not a favorite texture of mine, to be honest. But tear pot. Once we were caught up in a war, after the women sent their husbands to war, they saved their tears in these pots. Like this one. Like this one. Look at mine. Look at mine. Believe in fortune telling? No. Cornmeal? Do you believe in cornmeal? Yes. There are many people confined under the shrine. You're probably too young for this. Too young for bells. I buy salami sausages, not pre-cut. What? Oh, right. That's the back of the store. Why was I getting this teapot again? For who? For whom? That's the teapot. It really does exist. Hey! I feel the presence of evil from somewhere in town. Maybe the townspeople have been changed into demons. And maybe someone in the town square or one of your friends used the teapot on anyone you suspect. Alright, use it on you. So that's what we're using it for? Okay, I need to go verify. See if one of my friends is a demon. You a demon? Am I a demon? Can't be too careful these days. How did the air fryer and pork chops go? Yeah, he said a little bit earlier that they were good. Nothing happened? Nothing happened. Well textured. Huh? Ho! Whoa! His parents were demons!
Soon this world will be wrapped in darkness.
The previous owner of this body... Wait, are you... No, you're still speaking.
The previous owner of this body is now a skeleton sleeping under the shrine.
Sometimes it, like, switches from dialogue to narration, but, like, the font color doesn't change. Occasionally that happens. It kind of throws you. I finally realized how important my parents are to me. I wish I could have told them. Will, just leave me alone for a while. I'm ashamed to hear you talk that way. I've never seen you like this before. Damn it. I was trying to move. That's very frustrating in this game. I've bitched about it before. Because I'm just like, no one's moving, so like maybe I should move my character, and then I do, and then it skips the dialogue that's about to pop in because of my D-pad press. Good morning, sorry about yesterday. I thought about it all night. I'm next in line to inherit this company. If I want to stop the labor trade, I have to change the company that started it. They make money on human misfortune. You're gonna become president of the company? Amazing! Stop it, you're embarrassing me. I don't know what you're gonna do with this, buddy. The company is trading human beings. They're doing human trafficking. I don't think you can just reform that. I think you need to tear it down. And if you're not gonna tear it down, I think we're gonna have to tear you down. We're not looking for technocratic solutions to this issue. Kara, someone's come asking about you. Something about being an old friend? What? Hey, come on in. Oh. Hamlet! What happened? Are you okay? He's come all this way looking for you. Lily found him in Watermia and sent him by Rolex delivery service. Even if I'm losing my traveling companions, my allies are increasing. Down a human, up a pig. It's a fair trade-off. I just don't understand women. Do you understand adorable little piggies? Wait, I want to talk to the west of here are the ruins of Angkor Wat. That is where the laborer's home is located. Let's go. Oh, and we're going. And we're off. City of Euro. How does everyone feel about the city of Europe? It's a very big city. Europe. It's as hot as the tropics. I see the world tilted. My eyes blurred. There's nothing we can do. Let's stay in the village today. Europe is my favorite society. My favorite society. Strange, not a soul here, and skeletons scattered around. Should we go into the houses? Didn't even wait for an answer. No one here. The village looks abandoned. That's good. We can rest if we want. Let's rest. Aww. I'm exhausted. I feel like sleeping for days. Let's rest today. I wonder if Eric feels awkward. Like, it's me and Kara, and we kind of have like I think we have a relationship going, and then a pig. Does it feel kind of like a third wheel? I guess he's got the pig to hang out with, you know? Exhausted from the trip, they fall into a deep sleep. A long time passes. Oh shit. What? Hamlet, let me sleep a while longer. What? Will, don't be so noisy. Who are you? We did just barge into this home and start snoozing. Fucking Goldilocks behavior here. Did we eat their porridge too? They seem to be very hungry. I've always said, if I can't be with my beau, let me be with the pig. Look, those children look so upset. That's right. The servant boy said that in Frisia. There's so much famine in this country. Those bones are the bodies of people who've starved to death. Oh no, we'll be next. Hamlet, why such a sad look? It's as if we will soon be separated. Ah! Hamlet! Hamlet! Hamlet, why? Holy shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Poor Hamlet. To eat or not to eat? That is the question. Does this supplant smoky bacon? I don't think it's that egregious, but it might be. At least, like, this is intended by the writers of the game, whereas the achievement pop in Enslaved Odyssey to the West was, like, tacked on, like, you know, like, post-narrative or external to that, so. Hamlet. Gotta head to work. Good luck with Illusion today. Thanks so much for coming in and hanging out. Hope work goes well. It was great having you. A familiar voice echoed in their heads. Listen, everyone. It was Hamlet's wish to be food for these people. One baby pig could save many villagers. Mother? Will, and everyone in this place. Darkness is approaching the world. You must combine your strength to save the planet. So Will, find the mystic statues and go to the Tower of Babel. I just realized the Hamlet pun. How do you feel about it? To eat or not to eat? Jesus Christ. It's fine, the pig wanted to be eaten. Great name for a pig. That really sold it, though, that line of dialogue just now. I'll never hear that snort again. The air is filled with the delicious aroma of roasting Hamlet. I guess I'll take a bite, though. It's what he wanted. He just jumped into the fire. Hamlet, noble pig, I will miss you. This tribe is so small. They have lost so many to starvation. Brothers, sisters, husbands, wives. How do they cope? Hamlet works better for a piglet, though? That's very true. Although I got the sense, I guess it's a full-grown pig. It looks like a piglet, though. I don't know how old this pig was supposed to be. It kind of looked like a piglet. But self-sacrifice, that's adult pig behavior, right? Maybe just a very precocious, I mean, that's some pig. Maybe. Wise and understanding and generous beyond its years. The man timidly held out his hand. Take his hand? We don't understand each other's language, but I think we agree that that pig looks like some good eating. The man looks deeply into Will's eyes. Stare back. Yes. The man seems to look right into your heart. We don't understand each other's language, but a seed has sprouted. The man holds out some food. Eat some? Oh, we shouldn't know. The man looks sad. Oh, well, yeah, okay. It tastes like dumplings made of insects. My heart was filled. It seems as if we understood each other. We shouldn't be eating their food, though. We're fine. We just got here. We just were in town. They're starving. He tugs on Will's sleeve as if he wants to take him somewhere. Go with him? Hold on. He looks lonely. The boy points to the northeast. Show him the map. Wait. Same interaction. More dumplings. More hand-holding. Okay, let's look at the map first. He drew a picture of the temple on the map. I think he's saying he wants to go to the temple. He tugs on Will's sleeve as if he wants to take him somewhere. Yes, he beckons to him. They're not weathered yet, only recently bleached white. He faces the skeleton with tears in his eyes. Is this the skeleton of a relative? A friend? The statue of the girl stands silently. Oh, what do we find? A red jewel, maybe? Is that what we just got? Must have been. They said it was a baby pig. Did they say baby pig? Okay. I learned a word from the children. It seems that Ramapo means hello in this region. Oh, hey. Can I get in there? Yeah. What? Stop eating their food. Stop eating their food. What about a Hamlet, though? Have you uncovered the illusion of Gaia? Have you pierced beyond the veil? Also, hi. Hey, Lucky Boy, how you doing? Welcome. If we just watched our pet baby pig get roasted alive, and now I'm just looking for a way to maybe get a pulled pork Sammy. I grieve. We all grieve in our own ways. Is that piercing beyond the veil? We've pierced something. We pierced something. We might be piercing our pet pig with a fork. Hamlet! I guess we're going to Angkor Wat. Have you played this? I'm sorry if you told me before. And if so, how'd you feel about it? Oh, I'm always doing that. I wish the D-pad could not skip important text. It's just my first instinct is to try to start moving around, and then it skips something vital. Or not so vital. I don't even know. Oh, look at this. Now, this one was one of those games I knew about on the periphery. I'm impressed by what I've seen. It's really good. I never finished it when I was younger. But I'm kind of glad. I get to have the experience now. It's got great music. Great combat. Movement feels good. This is not gonna work, huh? How about that? Nothing? Maybe we gotta just get the head. That's what you gotta do. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Making a lot of assumptions here. Are we getting anywhere? I feel like if it were gonna work, it would have worked by now. Maybe we need to be free then. That's working. The way the neck reacts makes me think it must be hitting the head. Yeah, like, the whole thing flashes no matter where we... Oh, it is working. I just needed to keep at it a little bit, so it just takes a really long time. Wow. Okay. I guess because we're playing as Will. Maybe when we switch to free, then it'll go a little bit better. Now I'm wondering, like, I'm assuming it's because I was hitting the head. Like, I wonder if just, like, working the body gets us anywhere. Yeah, this guy seemed grown-up hero-sized. Yeah, for sure. You just can't change whenever you want. And usually it's a ways into the dungeon before you can. Whoa. Alright, wait. I'm not done.
Last survivor of the Nostromo.
Hey, thanks for lurking.
Signing off.
Appreciate you being here. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, hey. That's a lot easier. I was thinking, like, just get them head on. Yeah, I was thinking that would make myself vulnerable doing that, but seems to work as long as you... Alright, but you gotta fuck off. Okay. Come here. Come on. Jesus. We got some ads in 3 minutes. Man, this is taking forever. I must be missing something. I must have, like, stumbled into the right answer by accident. Is it hitting the body when the head is extended? Is that what's going on? Because, like, they weren't all taking that many hits. Like, I knocked out one of the others in a handful of hits. Maybe I was just because I was just hitting it right. Oh, Jesus. What's your favorite video game movie? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, let's just do that. Look at that shit. That's so easy. Why didn't you do that 2 minutes ago? If it works for the Tasmanian Devil, it works for me. Let's think. What are the ones that I've actually enjoyed? I actually like the Super Mario Brothers movie. Because it's just so weird. So wonderfully weird. The live action one, I mean. With Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. And Dennis Hopper. How could we forget Dennis Hopper as King Koopa? Inspired choice. Silent Hill movie is not good, but it's not bad. The original Resident Evil had some good scenes. Overall, I was like very disappointed with that movie when I saw it. I don't think I've seen it since I was a kid, but I remember being so disappointed at the direction they decided to go with it. As such a massive fan of the games. Shit. Oh my god. I'm about out of health. Actually, I know the answer. How did I... It's the Mortal Kombat movie from 1995. That's my answer. That is unqualified, like, no modifiers. I think it's good for a video game movie. No, that's just a good fucking movie. Yeah. How about everybody else? I feel like the Sonic movies are up there. I haven't seen those. I'd watch a Mario Paint live action movie. They're painting in live action? Is it like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit situation? Is it live action, live actors mixed with Mario Paint cartoon creations? I can't believe I'm fucking this up so poorly, so badly. The 1993 one, good answer. For Mario. I think it's Mortal Kombat #1. Yeah, I'm trying to think like the #2, like the hierarchy, but that's the clear #1. Oh, maybe that would work well. Let's try that. Come here, come on in for your. I'm gonna die. I haven't even gone into the dungeon yet. Is that the way to do it? What? I guess I've like accidentally stumbled into the trick, but I just don't get it. Shit. Like what's actually killing them? I've been doing it inconsistently, but I guess I wasn't like, is it hitting it right when the head is extended? But I've been doing that. It wasn't about targeting the head specifically. Seems like a few of them I knocked out real quick, and the others are just taking forever. All right, I'm just gonna go inside. I think we'll clear this out later. Maybe we can come back as Frieden. Also, good job on the jump scare. It got me a little bit. Let's just go inside. Oh, ads are here. Okay. We're gonna go inside on the other side. Have a quick break. I'll be back in like a minute and some change. See y'all then. Thanks everybody for hanging around. Let's try this again. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting this. I've had this revelation multiple times. Like, there's an enemy life bar in the top right corner of the screen. It's easy to forget it's there. I should have been checking to see which hits were depleting it with those enemies outside. But I didn't do that. Oh, jeez. There's shit everywhere. Oh my god. I can't remember which fighting game movie it was, but an actor from one of them was a teacher at my high school. Really? Only music and theater students had classes with him, so I never really saw him. Fighting game movie. What do we got? We got Mortal Kombat, we got Street Fighter. Was he potentially in the Street Fighter movie? That's cool though. Jesus. Whoa! Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm burning through all my lives just for no good reason. You know? I had so many stocked up, but now just gone in a second. Tyrone C. Wiggins. Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Okay, cool. He was in 2 Norwegian movies, so I assume it's him. Interesting. Have you ever seen that movie? Ooh, don't do that. I have no idea. I feel like you would remember it. It's memorably bad. Genuinely, the only fighting game movie that I remember anything from is Street Fighter. I feel like that's the one I have the vaguest memory of. I think because I only saw it once when I was really young. Honestly, all I remember is like, I kind of vaguely remember when they get to Blanca. I remember something about like weapon smugglers or something, like pulling out a crate and they turn out to be like Nerf guns or super soakers or something. And then I remember Jean-Claude Van Damme saying like, let's go kick some M. Bison ass. And that's what I got. I have 3 scenes in my brain. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. All right, wait. Whew. It's all because of Raul Julia. That's true, right? He's M. Bison, right? Tomorrow I think I'll have pork chops. Nice. Incredible performance, and all while he had cancer, literally dying of cancer. That's right. He was amazing. Oh, shit. Shit. I used up all my lives just being dumb. That's really sad. I had a bunch stocked up. You think you're funny? That Addams Family movie was a favorite of mine growing up. He's so good in that. Woo! Jesus. This is a goofy encounter. All right. Oh! They got me. You got me good. What the fuck? What am I looking at? Hate that. Gross floor, bug floor. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like what they are. It's like for a second I thought they were spiders, and like no, they're more like ticks. Big bloated, swollen ticks. They're bulbous. Tick floor? Tick floor. They're ticks, aren't they? Oh God. Can you imagine walking on a floor of ticks? Oh, I hate it. Oh my God, ticks as big as your hand. And they're all swollen. They're full, but they can fit a little bit more. There's always room for dessert. Ready to give you Lyme disease? Oh hell yeah! You know they're full of it. Ready to make you allergic to red meat? Mm-hmm. Thick tick slick. Just back off. Yeah. These are not difficult if you just stand in the right spot. Like here. Ticks are one of the most disgusting creatures on the planet. Ticks or leeches, though? Would you rather have a leech stuck to you or a tick? Leeches are fine. I'm personally gonna go leech. I don't know if they carry the disease. Like Lyme disease is well known. I don't know if the leeches are similarly carrying something I gotta worry about, but hey, Parlelian, what's going on? Leech definitely. Leech, we're going leeches. Ticks, like I don't know. I've never had to pull a leech off. Has anyone had the experience in their life of having a leech attached to their body? But like ticks, you gotta be careful because if you can get their little head stuck in your body, right? Like you can pull off the body and leave the head in there, and that sucks. I don't know if that's a danger with leeches. Leech is grosser, but I've never heard of a leech ruining someone's life. That's true. Also, leeches, they make me think of like, I mean, you can still use them, but like earlier forms of medicine, which actually they have like a good usage there. Or that iconic scene in the film Stand By Me, when they all go swimming in the little swamp pond thing, and they get covered in leeches. And that's just a good movie. So, you know, I don't mind being reminded of that good movie. Ticks? What's the best movie featuring a tick? I mean, I guess there's the character of the tick, which I don't really remember much about. Does the tick any good? There was a cartoon show, right? Oh! Okay, safety. Leashes are not that bad for you. Have tons of medical uses. Yeah, easier to pull off at the very least. Pull, tick, or leech. I think the leeches have it. I think we had an informal poll. Otherwise, I would definitely run it. That's definitely question of the day, though. People have thoughts. People have thoughts on that one. Oh, shit. Oh man, I'm in a bad... Treasure. Safe. Never had either on you. You never had a tick? I've had them many, many times. Growing up in a very rural, wooded place and going hiking a lot. So maybe that's why I also just immediately like, fuck ticks. Never had to deal with leeches, but I had to deal with ticks. And they suck. Also just pulling them off my dog, too. I wonder if doctors ever thought, yeah, just let these ticks hang on your wrist for a few weeks and you'll feel better. Yeah, like medical science has answered this question for us, right? Like they're using leeches. They don't just put anyone like a big tub of ticks, though. So that's the answer. I found ticks crawling on me, but thank God I'd never had one actually attached to me. It's not pleasant. If I remember correctly, the main danger of leeches is that they carry bloodborne illnesses from the blood they drink. Oh, okay. I've seen dogs covered in ticks, and it's the saddest thing ever. Yeah. Like, mine would get one or two occasionally, but, like, she was also treated for that. So, not usually, but, like, living in a really rural place where people would just let their dogs run wild, and occasionally, like, some neighborhood dog would wander into your property. And I remember one person's dog that would just, like, hang out in the woods all day and occasionally come by just covered in ticks, and it was so sad. It's like, this is a crime that you allow this. Literal, like an actual crime. Like, it's awful. Oh, wait, don't come in here. Oh, God. Wait. Okay. Ooh, Jesus. I'm gonna die, though. There's no way. Just 1 point of health. Ticks also transmit wasting disease, prions between deer, absolute menace. Yeah, right. So, like, HIV, for example, can spread through leeches? But then, couldn't that also be the case with a tick? Or no? I have no idea. I don't either. I would assume, like, any bloodborne disease or anything communicable, transferable through blood, could be transmitted by tick. But I don't know. Jesus, this is chaotic. Oh my God. This dude needs to calm down. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, is that my? That was my last life. Ooh, that's rough. I don't have any lives either. Oh shit. That hurts. That really hurts. It's gonna be harder to clear this place out. Like, I'm not gonna have anything to fall back on. Just sharing the few downsides of leeches. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure if ticks live long enough for it to matter. I remember reading mosquitoes can't transmit HIV. No idea on ticks. Oh, yeah? Okay. Right, same idea. Alright. Mosquitoes are leeches, though. Was that an easier one or a harder one? Ticks usually acquire pathogens early in their life, larval or nymphal stages, when they feed on animals. They transmit those pathogens to other animals or to people later in their life, nymphal or adult stages. Fuck off. I don't remember if I cleared out all these rooms or not. I'm trying to clear out everything because you get the stat bonuses if you kill every enemy in an area. But now that I've died, everything is respawned. Like, I don't know what was cleared and what wasn't, to be honest. Was this room good to go? I feel like it was, but... Although the findings are somewhat mixed, mechanical transmission appears possible in principle. For example, HIV was found to be viable for up to 10 days in African soft ticks, and perhaps even up to 14 days. Wow, okay. I wonder if it would be grosser to be a tick or a wasp. I guess with the tick, you have some choice in what you choose to feed on. You can sort of manage your gross levels, unless you get hungry enough. But you could try and opt for a cleaner looking animal, or a nice clean human. Ride them home. Okay, this was a good spot to stand. Let's stand here. Actually, more like here, and then we can get it. Yeah, as they come in and as they go out. Nice. Whoop. At least if you're a wasp, you get to look badass or part of your life cycle. I mean, the one neighbor character in the game Harvester made a very compelling case for wasps. About why wasps are preferable to bees. So... Shit. We're back. We're back to the thing that kicked this whole thing off. The tick floor. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. She has me considering the benefits of wasps. Whatever her name was. Great character in that game, though. I love the wasp lady. Other studies of closely related viruses suggest that, in principle, there is no obvious barrier to mechanical transmission of HIV by arthropods. In fact, it has also been suggested that mechanical vector transmission might be the route through which HIV was initially transmitted to humans. Biological transmission, despite evidence that... of HIV by arthropods can occur, there is no evidence that biological transmission is possible. For example, although Humphrey Smith found that HIV can remain viable in ticks for up to 2 weeks, they failed to find any evidence that HIV can replicate in these vectors. Those are some interesting facts. And now we have calendar facts. Thank you. The tusks of an elephant never stop growing. The average person flexes the joints in their fingers 24 million times in their lifetime. Ooh. I feel like I just got a little bit of arthritis just hearing that. The fastest snake in North America is the coach whip species that can slither at speeds of up to 3.6 miles per hour. Whew. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy advertised on TV in 1952. The first college t-shirt was from the University of Michigan. The Pokemon Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are based off of Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Good facts. Now you got me wondering, like, what are they... I wonder if they have the same name in Japanese. Because sometimes, most of the Pokemon have different names in English and in Japanese. But not all of them. So I wonder... the fuck out of here. Interesting stuff. Yeah, good batch of facts. Thank you. Ticks can stay dormant. Also, your stuff was interesting stuff too, Frederick. Thank you for all that. Ticks can stay dormant until there's a warm body nearby, right? Is that right? I didn't know that. Yeah, God. It's getting worse and worse the more I learn. Sometimes the less you know, the happier the world is. Oh, nice. Okay, so I hadn't cleared out this room, but now we have. Heads are too fast. They really are. They're easy to, like, at least the ones that cling to a wall or other structure are easy enough to deal with. But put them in, like, that one space where I died, where, like, we're in an enclosed space, we're surrounded by walls, and then we have like the enemies encroaching, like they're just everywhere. There's just like no safe place to retreat to. They become a bit of an issue. Yeah, I saw the link, but then I just read the things you had quoted. I'll pull it up. Thank you. I'll give it a skim. All right, well, if I hadn't voted leeches before, I sure as hell be voting leeches now. Strong case for leeches. Strong case. Oh, shit, right, they spit out little green dudes. Whew. Oh, ooh. Your HP has increased. Oh, I needed that. All right. I should have come this way before. Maybe I would have survived. I could have taken on that room. Hey, we're here. Okay, cool. Hey, Stomp, what's going on? Hope your day's going well. This game looks cool. It's very cool. I think you would dig it. Also, I realized after the fact, I'm so sorry, I didn't do a shout out or anything yesterday when you raided in. I'm so appreciative. Thank you, Stomp. If anyone's not following Stomp, a favorite channel of mine. And you're playing Arx Fatalis again? How's that going? Because you've been skipping around, or like jumping around to a couple different games, right? Because I think you were playing Zelda last night. I was lurking for a little bit after my stream. But seriously, thank you so much for the raid. I was a little, yesterday was a lot of stuff going on. I was a little frazzled mentally because Omicron the Nomad Soul has that effect on me. I've been jumping around too much? Yeah, I've been doing that all year. I have started so many games in the last 8 months. It's obscene. All right, let's give it another go. Maybe if we're fast enough. Oh my God. If we're fast enough, we can outrun the Super Nintendo. Hurry, 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 hurry. Okay. Cool, now I'm just dealing with you. Which is enough. That is enough. Oh. Arx Fatalis is so good. It's one of the many games I've also started. I think I'm, what, like 5 hours in? My roommate just helped me figure out a puzzle in Arx, so I'm going to try to make some progress in that later. Nice, good luck. I want to get back to it myself. It was one of the games that was on my jank wheel. So when it came to those games, even though I wanted to keep playing a bunch of them, like, I was beholden to playing the next game for 5 hours, like, so I just had to keep skipping around. So it made it hard to, like, stay committed. And I guess it just impacted me. Like, it did some lasting damage to me because it's just, my whole year has been like a series of starting games and then just like pivoting to something else because Jankuary so just thoroughly broke me this year. Doesn't have blast processing, but your brain does. Oh yeah, I'm rocking an FX chip. Mode 7. Those are the 7 regions of my gray matter. I should set up one of my Raspberry Pis on my secondary TV so I can watch the stream while working on music. It's a great idea. Don't you owe us jank? You spun the wheel, right? I do. I owe you a 5 hours of Splinter Cell. I can't remember the subheading. Splinter Cell what? I updated the Discord server last night just so I could keep track of everything for myself, but it's all now in upcoming games. Chaos Theory. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. Yeah, that's coming up. Thank you, Chaos Theory, yeah. Oh man, I feel kind of similar with how many games I started but didn't finish, but don't worry, the journey's still fun. Yeah. Again, I just proved yesterday, like, you can pick up a game a year later, 2 years later, 25 years later, and see it through. Never give up hope. Never give up, never surrender. Okay, we don't want to don't do that. I guess I do need to come back through here. I expected to get something in this last room, though. There's not an enemy lurking around. I mean, it seemed to have cleared it out. Unless... Let's take one more look at it. Because I feel like... Because I hadn't cleared this out before. I died. But now that I have, like, I didn't get an upgrade, right? But it does continue on south, but I just can't make it down there unless... Wait a second. This is just gonna... I'm gonna just butt up against the chest. No, I'm not! Oh, shit! Look at that. Okay. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. And you're the last two. I need to kill you. And then I get an upgrade. I beat my original Xenogears save file after it stayed on my memory card for 8 years. That's incredible. I was gonna ask, like, what's the longest anyone's gone from, like, starting a game and then picking it up and completing it? It doesn't quite count for me because, like, I started over in Omicron, but in terms of, like, starting a game and coming back to it, like, that's 25 years. That was a 25-year playthrough waiting to be finished, but yeah, I don't know about the specific file. I'm trying to think. Anyone have a good one? That's a very good one. I don't know. That's going to be a hard one to beat. 8 years. Did you play the other two Xenogears? Episodes 2 and 3 after that? Ow. Whew. I try to remind myself something about picking up a stream game after a long time. After 40 minutes of gameplay, we're all on the same page again. Yeah, that's true. It really is about getting over that hurdle. Like, oh man, I don't know where I was. I load up the save like I'm just standing in a field. What am I doing? I'm just at this save point out on the overworld. I don't know who I'm with or where we're going and why we're going there. But if you just give it the 40 minutes, you'll get back into it, and then it'll start coming back to you. I never continue old saves. If it has been too long, I delete my old save and start over. I want to do that. I guess it depends. Sometimes it's like I'm just considering about like the amount of time I have. Can I really justify, you know? Like I feel like I need to make use of that 10 hours or that 20 hours. I can't just let go, you know. But I guess it depends on like how well you remember it, how well I remember it, and like how long it's been. But as a general rule, I just try and pick up where I left off. Final Fantasy X took me 6 years, 6th grade through graduating high school. I've had a couple like that. Actually, 10 was kind of like that for me. It wasn't so long, but I started 10 over again so many times. and kept like, I would keep progressing to the same point and then just like get distracted and go play something else and then start over again. I like 10, but it's just a game that it's one of my least favorite. Like, it's where the series starts to turn for me. It's not a least favorite, I guess I should say, but like it's where I start having less enthusiasm in the series from like 10 on, and from there on it's just sort of like diminishing game by game. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Like, it took me forever to finally go all the way through it. I don't know why though. It's like picking up a messy burger you're eating. Picking it back up is the most awkward part. Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just come to terms with like getting sloppy? Like, okay, I'm just gonna get sloppy. You know what? I'll go wash my hands. I won't just. We're not gonna napkin it. We're gonna go to the restroom and wash up afterwards. Just dig in. Dig in. Xenogears was the original. Oh wait, sorry. I read that as Xenosaga for some reason. I don't know why. You wrote Xenogears. I'm with you now. Tried Xenosaga Episode 1 like 3 times, but kept getting distracted with life. I only played Episode 1. I didn't play 2 or 3, but I really want to. Which is a shame because I like it. Yeah, I did too. I really wanted to keep going. I think when I played Episode 1, the other 2 weren't out. I feel like I played it pretty soon after it came out. I can't really remember though. Maybe that's part of it. Or I feel like I got it used, so maybe like that one was cheap, but the others were full price, and so I was maybe waiting on it. And I'm still waiting on it. It's very hard to pick up JRPGs most of the time. I like to be very locked into the story. Yeah. I've since beaten Xenogears like 4 times though. That's awesome. JRPGs, that's kind of what I'm like imagining now. Like when I say like, just you pick up the save, like we're just out on some overworld and there's no indication of where I should be going. We're just out there. Like that in particular. Like, who's my party? What were the stakes? I literally can't put sandwiches down once I pick them up because of this. Yeah. So 8 years is the record for the game. Now, how long? What's the longest between setting down a sandwich and then picking it back up? What's the record? Five minutes? An hour? A day? Probably a lot longer. Alright, I'm gonna go punch in my card and work on the final gluten-free Gnosticism song. I'll more than likely be back. Good luck for the big video game. Thanks so much for coming in. I hope that goes well. I'll be here for a little bit longer. I gotta head out really in the next hour. I have some classes this afternoon. But I'll be here for a little bit. There we go. 10 took me a long time too. I really bounced off it when it came out, but finally finished on a replay 15 years later. That's awesome. I think it's something about, like, I felt so constrained. And if you really, like, think about it, it's just a little bit more obvious in its linearity. Like, it's not that much more linear than many other Final Fantasy games. It's just, like, Final Fantasy, most of them, it's a pretty linear series for, like, especially with the main story path. There's only, like, so many places you can go most of the time until you get an airship. So it kind of functions in the same way, but it's, like, the presentation of it, you know? It's, like, how they handle the airship, and then even when you're in, like, these different environments, like, having the mini-map where you can sort of see, like, the areas you're able to travel on. I don't know, it's just, like, multiple aspects of, like, how the linearity is presented to the player. Like, I didn't have the sense of wonder and discovery that I'd had in the last few Final Fantasies when I played it, and so it was just, like, less compelling to me. I also hated Blitzball. I feel that. I feel that. I had a friend, he kept his save file at a Blitzball tournament, so he could just, like, boot it up and play Blitzball whenever he wanted. And it was like, what the hell? Can you play that portion for me? Because I kind of want to get all these like upgraded weapons and shit, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to play any more than I have to. Yeah, there's no world map. You don't have the illusion of free roaming. Yeah, exactly. There's no illusion of Gaia. It's just Gaia. Am I going? No. Never mind. This is not where... I thought it might be somewhere else for a second, but it's not. Ugh. Shit. You're being way too sloppy. There's no reason to get hit by those. Whew. All right. Come on. Come on. Let's do the thing. We're gonna stand right. This feels like it's a good spot. And then it was. Nice. Whoo! Take out the flubbers. Yeah. That helps. That helps a lot. This dungeon feels a lot like it feels a lot like Link to the Past. Like there's a lot that recalls that game, but this dungeon for sure. I am coming back through here. This was where I thought it was. All right. Shoot, right. Wait. I guess... Maybe... Let's see if this flings me off somewhere to the left. If I ride it. I don't think it will. I think it'll just stop me there. There's a barricade, but... Yeah. So that's that. That's just for getting that chest. This is the entrance. Okay. Oh, I didn't go up. Garden. Garden. Oh, and there's a save point right there. gotta get to it. Come on, Will. You can't just hike through some tall grass. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. We're not fucking with anything until we go save. No. It's so close. Oh. Oh. You can definitely squeeze through that. Get the fuck out of here. Can't go that way either. Shit. Really? Just teasing me. Alright, I guess we gotta go up and farther around. Son of a bitch. Oh, you know what? Probably it might be a situation where you... Oh, there it is. Maybe not. I was thinking maybe you have to kill the enemies to... Nope, never mind. That's good. That's very good news. Because those dudes are a pain in the ass. We could be Friedan. Hell yeah. Full health. Got a save, and we got our Dark Knight character ready to go. Let's get it. Not so tough now, are you? Still maybe kind of tough. Where's that bug? Gotcha. Whoop, whoop. Ooh, Jesus. I didn't even know you were there. Oh, look at that. Sneaky little sneakster. Outed by friendly fire. If all you had was a sword, big old sword like Friedan's here, how many flies do you think you could kill? Do you think you could kill a single fly with that sword? And how long do you think it would take you? Shit. I want the goodie. It's gonna disappear. Hurry. Oh no! Nice. How effective is this gonna be? I feel like this is gonna take forever. And then it didn't take forever? I've killed insects with small, I think, objects before. I think I could do it, especially if I use the flat of the blade. I was thinking, like, I would probably, yeah, like the flat of the blade to smash it. But I feel like that's going to be slow and heavy. I think about how it can be kind of difficult depending on, you know, the situation. But like just I don't know, fly swatter, or like a rolled up magazine or something, or a newspaper, shoe. Now a big Metal sword. Hit in the air. Hit in the air. Why would it be slow? Swords are not slow. Slower than a fly swatter. Weapons are light. Heavier than a fly swatter. You know this. Do I know this? We've talked about this before. No, but I'm thinking about the things you normally would, like household objects you try to kill fly with, and like they might outmaneuver that object because they're quick. And I think like, well, it's gonna be more difficult with a sword. A great sword is like 5 pounds, but what I'm talking about is 0 pounds. It's like 0 point whatever pounds. I'm talking about very light, paper thin, or very lightweight objects in your home. It's heavier than that. This is not a great sword. It's a great sword, though. It's a great sword. I make traps then release them, rather than trying to demolish the fly and the rest of the city with it. That's fair. I have a classroom, though. I have a classroom, and there's something, I swear to God, like every year. Also, Tyson, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're having a good day. Like, there's this old defunct air conditioner unit, like ventilation, and just flies spawn out of it. There was a day where I killed 22 flies in the span of like an afternoon block of classes. They were just, the room was full of them. I was losing my mind, and the students cannot concentrate. They're just watching flies. It's like, I can't do my job. We're going full like fly serial killer murderous rampage mode. It's gotta be done. So I was on that shit, and I was thinking like just a rolled up like a little workbook, trying to get these flies, you know. And I'm thinking like a sword is so much more unwieldy than that. I don't know if I have any hope. Also, balance is what makes something feel heavy or light, at least when it comes to things like swords, and swords are balanced. Yeah, but like flinging it flat side to hit a fly? They're not really balanced for that, right? Maybe like a katana or something is your best bet? I don't know. Maybe even like a fencing blade? Like you got less girth to work with there. You gotta like really pinpoint it, but I wanna say like you'd have the quick lightness to really, like if you could pinpoint it, you just get right in there. There's some kind of journal hidden there. Note the center of gravity, this makes them very wieldy. Yeah, I'm not arguing about like their use as a sword. I'm really just thinking as a fly swatting instrument. I feel like that's not ideal. Am I crazy? Like, if you feel like you can make it work, I believe you. I'm thinking for myself, like, I don't know if I can make that work. Also, like, there's gonna be so much collateral damage. Katanas are not light. Really? Like, thinner is not helpful here? Are katanas not light? Video games have warped my perspective on that. You don't need a balanced weapon for a fly. You need speed and something to get around air resistance. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What are you going with? We crossed the jungle to the native village. We didn't understand the language, but they beckoned for us to stay. When I woke in the morning, only Captain Freezer and I remained. Hunger had destroyed many people during the night, even our friends. We saw the bodies of our comrades and ran into the jungle. That's when we discovered Angkor Wat. Rumor says that you can gain immortality here, where the spirits live, but all I saw were demons. I'm going back to my friends. If I don't survive, who would mourn? Apparently flies can't see the color white. Is that right? I didn't know that. Like, you just use the flat of the blade, swords are fast, it's not an issue? Alright, if you have confidence, I believe you. I don't know that I do. I'm just thinking, like, it's gonna be slower than the things that I would normally hit a fly with. And even then, I can, like, spend 10 minutes chasing a fly around a room, you know? So I think I could get there, but I feel like I would be missing the rolled up thin little workbook or something, you know? I think I would be missing that. I think I would happily replace it. You are too fantasy brain. It's all I have. All I have are video games and movies. I don't have any real world sword experience. I don't know what to say. Look, when my video game character wields a katana, they move a little bit faster. Seems like it must be a very light weapon. That's all I say. I can hold 2 of them. I can do a dual katana playthrough and feel like I'm moving real speedily. It's gotta be a lightweight weapon. Katanas are thicker and heavier than the English longsword. Is that right? I didn't know that. Your understanding of video weapons has been poisoned by video games and anime. I want to say you can't even say that, because that seems to denote like, oh, I had an understanding and then it was poisoned by video games. But like, all I've done is imbibe poison. Like, I don't have an understanding that was tainted by video games. I only have the taint. I only have the misunderstanding. I am surrounded by swords. Okay, but like Guts, there's no issue there, right? Like Guts can swing that big old thing around. Like, right? That's physically possible. Berserk didn't lie to me, right? I have only the taint. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said. I'm talking about katanas are 2-handed swords, literally. I'm surrounded by swords? Are you really? That's cool. You're a sword collector? What do you like to collect? Any type of sword in particular? You know, I shared a house with some people who collected swords, but they were just always on the wall. They didn't do anything with them. They were just like ornamental. So I didn't take the opportunity to learn. Of course not. That hunk of iron is a totally viable weapon. Okay, good. Good. As long as Berserk isn't spoiled for me, I can keep believe it in Final Fantasy VII too, right? Like Cloud Strife, based on that musculature, based on the size of that weapon, it's fine. Everything's fine, right? You know what I should be doing? Oh, we should be using this. This is probably good for you. These enemies. Is it good for these enemies? No? Well, I don't know. This is an enemy. I see you. I see you. I think you're so sneaky. That's what you get. We got ads in 45 seconds. Also, like I said earlier, I've hit bugs with long, thin objects before, like the handle of a broom. That's impressive. A fly, though? Was it a fly? Did you say bugs? That was not a wielded weapon? It's not. I would rather have a sword than that, than a big, dull, awkward broom handle, for sure. There's a decorative sword and a rapier at my 11. Longsword at my 10. A decorative rapier at my 8. A French antique bayonet at my 7. 5 more not on display at my 6. And my ceremonial fantasy dagger to my 3 o'clock direction. That's awesome. Have you ever uploaded those or posted those anywhere? They sound cool. A thing flying around my home? Okay, so, but it was in flight. This was just my question, I guess. It's pretty good. I'm not talking about squashing a bug on the wall. I'm talking about mid-flight. Okay. I figured you were. Just wanted to make sure. That's pretty impressive, then. I'm very impressed. I don't know if I could handle that. I mean, it's a broom handle. I guess I'd be handling it, but, you know. Okay, we got a bug here. Do I have to go back around to get to you? Maybe a long-range attack? Let's hang on for a second and see. It's not that impressive, you just have never tried. You're right, I haven't. But are you... Like, I can be impressed by things I've never tried. That's most things in the world that impress me. Is that, how difficult is that to pull off? I don't know, I never tried, but it's very impressive. I'm impressed looking at it. It just would never be my go-to choice. I would always, like, probably pick something smaller and go for that than a big broom. So, I'm impressed. I'll continue to be impressed. There you are. That wasn't the last enemy? There's something else out here. There's something else out here. Where is it and what is it? Because I haven't got an upgrade. Like, if this garden is cleared, I should be getting something. I'm not saying that you aren't impressed. I'm saying it's not impressive. No, I know that you're impressed by this action. I'm just telling you it's not an impressive thing. But you are. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Sunbody, how you doing? Welcome. Sunbody, do you think you can kill a fly with a sword? You get to choose a sword. I don't know. I don't know what we're missing out here, but we're missing something. Yes? Alright, just me, huh? Wait, I think I could do it. I think it would just take me a while. Eventually I would get there. Maybe I would just exhaust the fly to the point where it just, like, let its guard down for a moment. Like, it might take that. But I think we'd get there. Next time you go for a walk, find a nice stick, and then next time a fly is in your home, try to hit it. It has to be light, and I'd more than likely use the side of the blade. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. You'll find that after a few tries, you get into the groove of it, and you realize it's not that impressive. Alright. Alright. Well, I don't know. I don't know where it is, but I don't see it. I've gone through this whole area. You know, it might be... Let me just progress. Maybe it's up these steps. Although I feel like we're about to go back inside if we go up there. Hitting things with long objects is what we were built for. I'd rather just use my hands. Yeah, I guess that was my original thought. Was like, oh yeah. I could see it working, but I feel like it would be less ideal than any number of alternatives I can find around my home, but maybe I'm wrong about that. You don't know unless you try. It can be impressive, but the stupidity of how impractical it is in comparison makes it less so, in my opinion. I guess it depends on, like, how much flourish you throw on the handling of the blade. Are you just, like, wildly swinging that sword around like I would be? Or do you have your stance down? Have you practiced? Are you doing it with grace and training? Now, if you were to use a rapier and stuck a fly straight on, I'd love to see it. Now that. Can I be impressed by that? This would be impressive. That would be impressive. Emphasis on wood. I like to try to skewer flies on toothpicks like darts across the room. Yeah, is that how you train? I feel like that's in the montage, like, training arc of some, like, young novice that's... He goes to the master of the temple. You know, master, I want to train under you. And he's just given like a cup of toothpicks. It's like, all right. Something died over there. Go skewer the flies. When I don't hear buzzing around the corpse anymore, I know you're ready to begin your real training. Are you gonna stop? I don't think you're gonna stop. And then you didn't stop. I bet Agent York could do it. Well, all he needs to do is not change his suit and just shave for a day or two, and then he'll be spawning flies, so he'll have lots of practice. Anytime he wants, he's got the opportunity. And after the fact, he quietly muttered to himself, bullseye. Bullseye.
The difference between this and Hades is there's no Kathy Lee Gifford.
Uh-oh. Wait, where are you? Okay. Up here? Oh, you're going around that. Okay. Oh. We should get over... Oh, we should get over here, but here. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this with long-range attacks. Wasn't that hard. I thought they would hang on for longer. I guess this does a lot more damage than I remembered or realized. We don't even give them a chance to speed up. Because they just die. Easy peasy. Oh, you know what? No, we're not doing that. We're doing this. We're doing this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that shit. Your defense has increased. Cool. Do we have another new power? We just got one. We're getting another one already? Earthquaker? Earthquaker can now be used? What is Earthquaker? The Earthquaker is a dark power that can only be used by Frieden, the Dark Knight. This causes earthquakes. Get the fuck out of here. Amazing. Who would have thought Earthquaker would cause earthquakes? The enemy won't be able to move for a long time. Push the attack button when jumping down. Push the attack button when jumping down? Earthquaker? Earthquakes? I thought it might cause tornadoes or something. When jumping down, but I don't have a jump. Do you mean like from a higher elevation? Like how do we... Press the attack button when jumping down? Like off the side here? I can't do that. That's just a shadow. Let me find a spot. Can I find a spot to just like try that? So you have to be in a place with a higher elevation? Probably wrong about that. Let's try it here. Shit, that's awesome. I guess you can only use it around ledges? Because I can't just jump. Yeah, alright. Now that I'm settled in at home, time to wash my hands and have some delicious mapo tofu leftovers. Hell yeah. Those are great. That's great as leftovers. It's just as good. Sometimes even better, right? Because just like tofu, man, the longer you give it, just like the more it's just sucking up the flavor of whatever you got it in. And that's how you get past this thing. Cool. Okay. But now it's just... Oh, could I have moved it? Maybe I have to do that before you start spinning. Link's down air and smash. Sweet. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Scrumptious chili and pork sauce. Man. I'd go for that. I could go for that. Maybe leave and come back in? Before you start spinning? That's what you gotta do. You can't even let him come in here, because he'll just gotta leave and come back. Okay. The other day at a restaurant, I heard someone order a vegetarian omelet, but to add bacon. You know? Do you think they just wanted like a vegetable heavy omelet, but a little bit of bacon on it? And maybe like none of the other meat options had a bunch of veggies? I guess I can see that. Must be the case. It's funnier to think that, no, they just like, yes, I'm a vegetarian, so I'll have your vegetarian omelet, but, can I have a little bit of bacon on that? Maybe they're like that character in Scott Pilgrim. Bacon's not vegan. I'm guilty of doing something kind of similar to Mexican joint, but for good reason. What did you do and what was your reason? Road to the main hall? Okay, hey. We had something back here. Let's check that out first. Yeah. There we go. I really like these enemies. There's this artist I really like. I'm trying to remember now. Skinner? I'm trying to remember like the first name. I think it goes by initials, but Skinner. And there's One Piece. It's got like that really vibrant coloring style and like really bold line work. Like kind of like a comic book style. It's awesome, awesome artist. Just make me think of that style. And one of Skinner's pieces in particular. Instead of getting regular fries and adding 5 toppings, I order carne asada without pico and beef, so I can cut down the cost by half, but also just enjoy a ton of fries slathered in guac, sour cream, cheese, bean, salsa verde. I don't think that's something you're supposed to feel guilty about. That sounds awesome. Chewing a whole, like, half pound of steak chunks really does get tiring, too, as delicious as it is. Yeah, that's fair. The bones of a lost explorer fascinated by something? There's some kind of journal. Angkor Wat, research record, freezer. There's a temple where a spirit is said to live. In the main hall, a second floor, a bright room blocks the way. You must go through it to reach the top floor. The bright light masks the corridor. If you want to meet the spirit, you must wear the black crystal glasses. I saw something shining on the ground near the main hall, but I had to run. Probably the glasses from the legend. I regret coming here. I hope my child can carry on my dream. You want your child to end up like you? That's pretty fucked. Look where that got you. I remember trying beef jerky as a kid, and I was like, is this chewable? Didn't care for it. Or silly, still developing brains and weak jaws. No, I want to go get some beef jerky right now. I have some in the other room. It'd be so easy. Ooh. I would like to get beef jerky, but not in this day and age. Why? Is there something I don't know? Oh, $8 for a little ham. Yeah, it's a very expensive snack. I never really enjoyed meat as a kid, but my mom wasn't a very good cook. I actually got some for my birthday. That's the only reason I have any, because, yeah, I don't usually... On a rare occasion, I'll get some. I will say there's some very weird beef jerkies I've encountered here in Japan. I've learned a couple brands not to buy. If I'm ever in a financial situation where buying beef jerky sounds like a good idea, I'm just gonna spend my riches on the tools to make it myself. Yeah, I should really do that too. Back when I had some roommates, they had like a dehydrator device, and we could make our own jerky. I was like, why have I not done that? I even think, like, there's a setting on the air fryer that maybe could accomplish that task, right? I don't know. I don't know how good it would be. I should do that. Wasabi and sakura mochi flavored jerky? Yeah, like, you can just do whatever you want, right? You have the freedom. And it's so much cheaper. My neighbor had a phase where he had tins of shredded beef jerky. It looked like chewing tobacco. That's awesome. Just put in a lip of jerk. Yeah. Probably making it through air drying is supposedly better than things like dehydrators. Really? Okay. I'm gonna do that. You've just encouraged me and reminded me. Like this thought that crossed my mind, seize upon it. What about hair drying? Well, there is that. I don't know. Like, I don't think you're supposed to do that, though, because I've stayed in a bunch of hostels in my life, and it's always like, there's always some warning sign or label. It's like, please do not dry your clothing with this, and for the love of God, stop making jerky. Stop making jerky with the hair dryers. You're burning out the motor, and it's eating up the electricity. I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you. You're just trekking around the entire room, huh? Watch, I'm gonna get impatient, and that's when he's gonna strike. That's when he's gonna come back. There he is. Okay. Whoa! Hey, what you got? Beef. And they got a little spittoon, just doing. Teriyaki. Teriyaki. Fire hazard, let's go. If you're not accidentally setting a fire at the youth hostel, are you even traveling? Are you even living life to its fullest in your 20s? Are you living like there's no tomorrow? You're young. Make some jerky in the bathroom in the share house. You'll regret it in your 40s if you don't do it now. How are we getting to you? Are we descending down from above through a hole in the floor? Maybe. Maybe. Setting one foot inside, the floating crystal started to glow. Whoa, look at this shit. Whoa, Jesus. Oh my God. Get it, get it, get it, get it. You can't get it. You can't get it. Okay. Maybe go down and to the right. That's where I thought I saw the save point. There it is. There it is. Hostel at a hostel. That Eli Roth movie already kind of like covered that. Definitely recontextualized hostels. Oh wait, I should be reading this. On this top floor, you will understand why you made the journey. This was new information, huh? Continue your journey? I would love to, but I can't. I gotta go teach. Shiankor on my watt until I earthquake her. I'll be back tonight. In like 6 hours? I don't have to teach very much today. I only have a few classes. And it'll be Soma. And we'll see if we can knock it out. Just knocking out games. Knocking out farts. If I don't finish it tonight, same time block tomorrow night. Maybe like a little bit later, because I work a little bit later. But once Soma's done, nighttime streams are going to be horror for probably the foreseeable future. Something else might get slotted in there, but mostly like I'm ready for spooky season. Like September is spooky, August is spooky. We're already doing it. So Soma into Silent Hill 2 remake, into other stuff. But what if you just ditch those kids and play video games instead? I thought I was still on summer break. What? I had work today? Jesus. I'll be back tomorrow morning for morning streams for Fantasy Star Online community stream. We are streaming with Anime Freak and Sonbori and PM Triox. I don't know if Anime Freak is planning on streaming or just playing, but I think PM is going to be streaming, so we'll do a collaboration stream, at least in that direction, and maybe with Anime Freak as well. I don't know his plans. So come on by for that. It'll be fun. We'll do it for like 3 hours. I can't hang around too long tomorrow, but then again, like I said, tomorrow night Japan time, more spooky stuff. Soma and or Silent Hill 2 Remake. Then I'll be off for a couple days, and then Friday morning I'll be back. Friday morning Japan time for more Super Nintendo stuff. Maybe try to finish Illusion of Gaia, and then go back to Donkey Kong Country 3 and try and finish that. Move on. I'd like to do Boku no Natsuyasumi next week. I'm running out of time because summer is almost done. But that schedule is all in the Discord server, which is where you can go for that and other fun things like book club, PSO stuff, music, memes, conversation, lovely people. It's all there. We'd love to have you. Where can we raid to? Cathedral is playing a retro. Did he finish Deus Ex? Oh, you know what? We should raid Questley. We haven't raided Questley in a little while. Trying to think, because I've raided Cathedral a few times recently. Not that it's not a great place to raid. Great streamer, great channel. But let's go to Questley's place. Wetley, gotcha. Yeah, you know me. Enunciation is... Talking's hard. It's hard to talk. Hang on for the raid. Great streamer, great channel. You get channel points. You can use them here. +18, Questley. Thanks everybody who came to the stream. It was great having you. I had a good time. Hope you did too. Maybe I'll see you tonight or tomorrow morning, or maybe both. Maybe neither. But I'll be here. So until then, be well. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for coming to the stream. Bye-bye.